Hi everyone. In this tutorial, we're going to build a cross-platform ad reporting flow using Unified's Advertising API. The goal is to pull performance reports across Google Ads, Meta Ads, and TikTok Ads through one reporting surface without writing 3 different implementations. By the end, you'll have a flow that pulls reports through a single list call, scopes results by date range and entity IDs using provider safe filters, request provide supported KPI types where available, treats metrics as provider defined payloads, and handles pagination and rate limits so it holds up in production. Everything here is plain Node using the Unified TypeScript SDK. Start by creating a new project directory, initializing npm, and installing the Unified TypeScript SDK and .env. Then create a .env file with your Unified API key and the customer's advertising connection ID. That connection ID scopes every call to the customer's authorized ad account, whether it's Google, Meta, or TikTok. Next, load environment variables and initialize the Unified SDK using your API key. From this point on, every advertising call goes through the same client and you just pass the customer connection ID. Before we pull reports, here's the one thing to internalize. Unified provides one normalized way to request reports, but ad platforms still differ in what filters and metric selectors they support. So the endpoint is consistent, but filter support isn't guaranteed to match across providers. Now let's pull a baseline report. Start with a date range only. This is the safest shape across providers. Call list ads reports with the connection ID, start date, end date, and a limit. You'll get back an array of ads report objects. Each ads report includes the organization, the report date range, the currency, and a metrics array that contains the performance data. And this is the key constraint. Unified documents where metrics live, but it doesn't guarantee a stable, spec-backed schema for what's inside metrics. So don't hardcode metric field names, don't assume daily rows versus aggregates, and don't compute derived metrics unless you control the inputs. Treat metrics as provider-defined payloads that your analytics layer interprets. Next, optionally, you can request a specific KPI type. Some providers support a type parameter to request a specific metric set, for example Google Ads. If the provider doesn't support KPI selection, type may be ignored, so your code should still accept the response and continue. Now a quick note on filters. Some providers support campaign, ad group, or ad ID filters, and some don't. Meta also supports updated since for incremental reads. So before you ship filters in your UI, validate which list options are supported for the provider you're targeting. That's it. You now have a cross-platform reporting flow that works across Google Ads, Meta Ads, and TikTok Ads through Unified's Advertising API, without provider-specific reporting pipelines, and without assuming a single metric schema. Thanks for watching, and check the blog post for the complete code.